Hello community, today we're gonna discuss the future of Hitman 3/World of Assassination in 2024, as well as Elusive Target Galore. But before that, I just wanna wish a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to every single person watching this video. I hope wherever you are in the world, you're able to find happiness with the people you love and make some good memories, because that's what matters most. Now, as far as Hitman is concerned, IO released a teaser recently, and it goes something like this. We have good news to share, as 2024 will also bring its fair share of content, with new updates, elusive targets, and challenges set to be added in the upcoming year. Now, that is a very interesting statement, and I'll tell you why. Now, for those of you who don't know, basically what happened is in 2022, sort of halfway through the year, IO released a giant sort of patch, a huge patch, and in that patch, it's sort of, that's where all of the new suits that we've been getting, all of the new gear we've been getting, like, that's your ice bowlers, your Agent 17 suits, your Sniper Challenge suits, your Glowing Ninja suits, your Ducky suits, all of the stuff we've gotten, even the suit with the hat from Whittleton Creek, that suit as well, Public Enemy suit, all of those suits were placed in the files in 2022, and slowly throughout the years, about a year and a half, they've been releasing said content for us, month by month with, small things here and there. Every now and again you get a suit, you get some gear. However, recently from what I've seen, as far as those releases are concerned, we've more or less run out. I mean, yeah, there's still some stuff left, spoiler alert. For example, the aluminum briefcase we're gonna have for Hitman 3, and possibly we're gonna have the one from Hitman 1 as well, where basically it's an aluminum briefcase with stickers of different locations we've visited, as well as I've seen an agent, it's like an Agent 17 suit, except with a yellow tie and a different pair of sunglasses, so that could also make its way into 2024. I've also seen a pink Hitman suit with the 2, the number 2 on it, I guess from Hitman 2, like a teaser for it. But outside of those, the vast majority of the content has already been released. So if they're gonna keep supporting Hitman 3 into 2024, they're either gonna have to make a brand new patch where they're gonna be placing a bunch of new content into the files, or they're gonna have to release the old content at a glacial pace, very, very slowly. It's gonna be difficult to figure it out. Another one would be maybe the military briefcase. For those who don't know, that's the briefcase you get when you smuggle items in. Your items that are smuggled, like a sniper rifle, for example, are in a briefcase. That briefcase, you cannot just bring it with you. It's not a briefcase you can just pick out from a loadout. It is only available through, bringing an item with it. So because of that, this could be another item we unlock. It is a matter of time to find out. However, there's not that many items left for 2024, and as far as the new elusive targets are concerned, that to me is kind of really, really strange. I don't think anybody expected new elusive targets in 2023, but in 2024 it's just wild, because the amount of work that is necessary for elusive targets, I mean, you have to hire brand new voice actors, you have to change the maps ever so slightly, you have to create new routes, new different things. I mean, this is proper gameplay changes you're making, this is not easy, this is not like recoloring a suit, this is really difficult stuff that you need to put time and energy into. And for me, this just goes to show that, IO probably is in a very difficult financial place right now, with the fact that they just don't have that much income coming in, When you think about it, outside of Hitman 3, Hitman Absolution is not gonna be a great income for them, and plus that's the Square Enix days, so I'm sure they're probably sharing quite a bit of it, not to mention, Kane and Lynch and a bunch of other projects that didn't do that well. Honestly, outside of Hitman 3, they don't have that much games that are making them money. They don't have that Red Dead Redemption 2 or that GTA Online. They don't have any games that, are just getting bought out super hard and allowing them time to develop games for longer. So because of that, they're sort of doing multiple things at the same time, which, knowing how different 007 has to be in order to be successful, is kind of scary to think about. The fact that they're splitting their work in so many different directions, yet they're making a project that they've never made before, where they're gonna have to introduce new mechanics that they've never done before. Driving, for example, doing the chases. We'll see how the cinematics turn out, that's gonna be interesting. But overall, it is an interesting time right now for Hitman fans and in general for anybody who follows IO Interactive. But for me personally, one thing that is really concerning is the lack of a real commitment to talk to us. I mean, outside of making these posts, I would really love for someone to just sit in a chair, you know, and just talk to us. Just talk about what's going on with 007, what's going on with Hitman. I'm not expecting any great details, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting release dates, I'm not expecting anything wild. Just some sort of, hey, you know, everything's gonna be okay, this is what we have planned, or we're thinking about doing this, yada yada. Just something, you know, anything. But I guess with Clemens gone, it's difficult to expect anything. And also with the new elusive targets that are coming out, we have to talk about, of course, about elusive target Galore. Now, elusive target Galore, for me personally, when I saw it, I was like, that's probably gonna be the endgame mode for elusive targets. And it's actually quite genius when you think about it. Basically, you get 6 to 7 elusive targets at a time, maybe even more, and you are able to play them for about maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere around there. And then after that, there's a brand new batch of elusive targets that show up, and then you can play them as well. Now, that is great for a couple of different reasons. For starters, it allows you to get your hands on suits a lot quicker. For those of you old school fans like myself who remember, if you bought Hitman 3 in 2021 in January, it would have taken you, unless you know, brought your gear over from Hitman 2, it would have taken you a year and a half to get your hands on the Whittleton Creek suit and also on the Santa Fortuna suit. So that's a year and a half of not doing anything else but just waiting to get those elusive targets to be able to get your hands on those suits, which is ridiculous. With this system in mind, that time will be cut down significantly, and it will allow you to get your hands on suits a lot faster, while also making the elusive targets somewhat elusive because they are on a time period and they do change. However, if you fuck up, you're only gonna have to wait for maybe a couple of months max to get your hands back on that elusive target. My big problem with it, as per usual with elusive targets, is I believe if you beat an elusive target, you should be able to replace that elusive target infinitely. Once they're already defeated, there is no reason why you're not able to just go back in and just have fun, try different things, listen to the dialogue, just do whatever you want, you know, try new strategies and stuff like that, because technically you've already defeated that elusive target. That is something I would like to see happen, just, you know, being able to replay them instead of just playing them once and then they're gone for months and then you can't play them again. That to me never made any sense. I don't like that way of working, and I hope that changes. I don't know why, but some people really thought that this winter roadmap would be the final roadmap for Hitman 3. And to me, like, that was never gonna be the case, because like I said earlier, I knew what was coming. I knew the gear that was present in the files, I knew certain suits present in the files that were yet to be released. So I was calm, you know, like I was not worried at all. I knew that future gear would come and Hitman wasn't done and dealt with. However, it is interesting the way they've sort of implemented some of those things. On top of that, certain things that maybe I should just say. I've seen some of you comment that they've seen my name here and there in certain games or in certain places. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but on YouTube, unless I have directly linked an account with my name on it, then chances are, even if it's Twitter or it's Instagram or if you saw me in some video game, chances are that's not me. It's either a copycat or a guy who has the exact same creativity as me. But unless, again, it's linked directly in my YouTube channel, chances are it's not me. There are some exceptions. Call of Duty DMZ, I'm using this name. I am also using it in Mortal Kombat 1. I've used it, I'm not sure if I'm using it in GTA, I think I am. So there are some exceptions, but overall, if you just see me in random ass games that I've never covered or never talked about, you know, chances are it ain't me, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, with all that said, this is pretty much what I wanted to sort of mention. I am gonna take, you know, a little bit of time off for the rest of the year just to work on the second version of my sniper, perfect sniper assassin as I like to call it, for Hitman 2. You will be glad to know that I've already conquered some pretty difficult maps and I am moving along pretty decently, so hopefully you will see that video coming very soon. But yeah, with that said, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time.